did that, but it, you know, again, seeing the film tonight, seeing it when we were shooting in various places after the first one, you know, seeing all the kids, you know, it's hard for people to realize, and I'm not supposed to say this, and I wasn't supposed to say it then, but, you know, it's a film for 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Woo!
It brings out the kid in all of us, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it was designed to be a film, like mythology, of this is what we stand for. You're about to enter the real world. You're 12 years old. You're going to go on into the big world. You're moving away from your parents being the center focus. You're probably scared. You don't know what's going to happen. And here's a little idea of some of the things you should pay attention to. You know, friendships, honesty, and trust, and doing the right thing, living on the light side, avoiding the dark side. Those are things that it was meant to do, and obviously the real thrill was when I see some of those little things, but I see the fans, and we, you know, when we were in Spain shooting Padme's Palace, you know, there were 10,000, like here, and they were all little tiny kids. They were reaching through this fence. It was a metal, it was like, you know, the White House. It was a you know, it's a national landmark, that palace. Yeah. And they were all reaching their hands out, even little tiny ones. They had no idea who I was, but all they wanted to do was touch my hand. And I said, you know, this is what I did it for. Everything, none of it makes any difference, except you know, in the real world, you know, the critics, certain fans and things, you know, they're not very kind. But when you see all these little kids, and you see the look on their face, and what it means to them, it forgives everything.
Well, you know, absolutely. I was one of those kids, you see. I mean, at 7 years old, I remember seeing Star Wars, and I immediately fell in love with it. But little did I know at that point, 4 years later, when I was 11, you would give me the opportunity to go to that galaxy far, far away and meet my heroes, which was incredible. And since then, Star Wars has become an integral part of my life and career. Not a day goes by that I'm not talked about Star Wars, somebody doesn't talk to me about Star Wars. And I just want to have this opportunity now to say thank you sincerely, George, for all of the opportunities you've given me, and for making that small boy's wish come true. So thank you very much indeed. And I've got a letter here, actually, that I wrote to you just after we finished filming Jedi back in 1983. Dear Mr. Lucas, my name is Warwick. I hope you remember me. Star Wars. I hear that the film is being released in this country on June the 2nd, and that a few of the toy shops in London have some of the new figures. I hope this is not too rude of me to ask, but would it be possible for you to send me the very latest figures and walkers? Now, I was hoping very much that there might be an Ewok or Jabba the Hutt. I was a Jabba the Hutt fan, obviously. I did enjoy myself with you and the members of the film unit, and keep remembering what a terrific experience it was. Kind regards, Warwick. And here's a picture of the 13-year-old me with my wonderful collection of vintage Star Wars figures. You know what? I still got that collection to this day, minus the vinyl figure capes. You always lose them, don't you? So I've still got it all. I still got it all. Now, an important part of the Star Wars legacy has been the stories told on television. For 6+ seasons of the brilliant Star Wars Clone Wars, fans of all ages learned more about the characters they know and love, but were also introduced to a vast array of new characters that are now fan favourites. That legacy continues with the critically acclaimed Star Wars Rebels. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Star Wars Rebels executive producer and supervising director, Dave Filoni. Welcome, Dave.
Hey, wow.
So,
Yeah, it's starting early.
so
This is one of my kids. This
one of
is
your
one of my
kids?
kids. He didn't start when he was 11, but, you know, he did start when he was very young.
Yeah, well,
And
I
he had
didn't know as
bad ideas that had to be purged from his mind.
First they were, yes.
Yeah.
So Dave, I mean, George is alluding to that there. You've learned a lot from George, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
He's kind of a mentor, yeah?
Yeah, I would say I'm really lucky, you know, I mean, listening to George talk about the ways, what you just experienced, hearing him talk just now is kind of what I was able to get for 10 years working on Clone Wars, and they're important lessons, and I would say the most important lesson there, honestly, and it kind of combines everything, is he used to always tell me, don't be afraid. And to explain what that is to me is like, it seems very simple. Most of the big ideas you have are very simple. But when you're coming on board to like direct